Today marks the first day that I will be doing the first movie review of 2021 for my channel. Anyways, Malcolm and Marie just came on Netflix and I cannot wait to talk about it. So, before we get into the video, I just want to say please consider subscribing. It would really help my channel out, and I'm always happy for those of you who have. It's always nice getting a couple new subscribers. So please subscribe. This film stars John David Washington and Zendaya, and it's about trauma going down inside of their relationship because of a new movie that Malcolm has created. Now, this film is an interesting film. I'm interested why they chose a black and white style to make it more unique, and I guess they are talking about cinema a lot in this film. I feel like that's probably a big counter reason for this, but I still don't really know. But it's so interesting. Some of the shots, definitely at the start of the movie and by the end, are absolutely incredible and very underappreciated for this film. Like, the reviews for this film haven't been very good, and I'm wondering, like, why so low? It has awesome cinematography. Maybe the story could have been better, but it just has a lot of good camera shots, like a lot of camera stills and a lot of different types of angles. Really cool stuff. But once you at the start, you'll notice that it kind of changes once the movie starts to progress. Now, anyways, I've talked about a little bit about the main general plot. Let's talk about some of the good. The good, John David Washington and Zendaya are absolutely incredible in this film. All their monologues are excellent. They have like 5 monologues, or maybe more. They have more than 5 monologues each, and it's so incredible to watch when they're just spitting out so much. And it's a one-shot. It is the coolest thing. And the black and white theme all mixes up together to make a scene look absolutely incredible. It is so cool what they did with this film. And I think the thing that got my attention and the thing that rose this film to be as good as it was for me was because John David Washington and Zendaya's performance. Absolutely incredible. Another great thing about this film is it's kind of modern black and white movie, which, we haven't really seen very often. Like, we've seen some old-fashioned looking modern films, even WandaVision kind of does that, but with this, it's black and white and modern. It's really weird, but I feel like the mixture kind of did a good job, or not the mixture, the director kind of did a good job in mixturizing both of those aspects of the film. It really makes interesting film, but really good to me. I really like the black and white theme, and the cinematography mixed in perfectly in there. Moving on to the bad about this film. I feel like this film, I say this about most films, is it kind of drags on, like they keep on talking, they keep on having these arguments, and it's like the plot never actually happens. The plot is just them arguing. It feels dragged on so much at so many points, and I feel like it could have been shortened down to maybe an hour and 20 minutes instead of like an hour 40. It just could have been shortened down, but I still really like the film, right? Like, it didn't really lose me at points, but it almost did, and I feel like if they just spiced it up a little bit, it could have done a lot better. And I think the next thing that's bad about this film is kind of the plot. It's the director did a really good job, and director/writer. I think that he could have made it a little bit more interesting, because this film just kind of has 1 hour and 40 minutes of John David Washington and Zendaya, or Malcolm and Marie, arguing in a house. There's not much more than that, and even Ma Rainey's Black Bottom was more than that when they were just in like this one area. It had all these different stories going around. Like, this one has different stories. you actually don't learn too much on John David Washington. Like, you learn a little bit about his family, but not too much. You learn a lot about Zendaya, but it just feels so like, okay, they're in a house, they go outside every like 30 minutes, like, come on. Could at least make it a little bit more interesting, but I guess I would want to see the world around. The setting's cool though, I do like that. Anyways, I've talked too much about this film. But anyways, my score for this film will be a solid 79 out of 100. A good start to 2021 in my opinion. I know there's been like 40 new films that I haven't really checked out, but Malcolm and Marie caught my attention because I do love John David Washington and Zendaya, so I couldn't wait to see this, and I think that you guys should probably watch this one. There's a lot of good stuff in this movie. A lot of great cinematography, absolutely mind-boggling monologues, and yeah, just awesome performances from the actors around. The director had a good taste when he was making this film. So, yeah, if you've seen this film, leave in the comments what you thought of it, and please, subscribe.